Hello all, how are you? I hope that you are doing great and thanks God that we can still do online learning until today. Because I don't want to make a long video, so I would like to get this material started. I believe that you have ever learned about question tag and here you are to make it more advanced. Question tag itu kayak suatu pertanyaan untuk menegaskan statement di kalimat sebelumnya. For the example, you are a student, aren't you? Bukan begitu? Bener kan? In this question, you are a student, aren't you? Aren't you here is the question tag to emphasize the statement that you are a student. Bener kan? Bukan begitu? Let me see how to make question tag. Dalam membuat question tag, kita membawa subjeknya dan kita membawa verbnya. Untuk kasus ini, you are a student, we don't have a verb. We only have helping verb, that is are. And cara membuat question tag adalah verbnya diubah. Kalau are, diubah menjadi aren't, diubah menjadi negatif. And you tetap menjadi you. So, you are a student, aren't you? Please remember, if the statement is positive, the question tag will be negative. And if the statement is negative, you make the question tag in positive. Now, please look at the screen how to make question tags in present tenses. If your verb is am, are, you only have to change them to be positive or negative. Now look at the simple present with verb 1. If you find a sentence with verb 1 without s or es, the question tag using do or don't. Just like the example on the second line, we sit for exam, don't we? While if the sentence in simple present has verb with s or es like she has, so the question tag is doesn't she? By the way, has is also verb 1 for subject she, he, it. And for negative case, just like my computer doesn't work well lately. Because it is from doesn't, you only have to change to be does it? Please remember, before you make question tag, after the main sentence, please put a comma. Next, if the sentence is in present continuous that use is, am, or are, so that's what you use for question tag. She's sitting for exam, isn't she? You are driving, aren't you? And if your sentence is in present perfect that use have or has plus verb 3, you use has or have to make question tag. For example, parents have brought up kids, haven't they? Government has allocated budget for education, hasn't it? It is for education. Now, question tags in past tenses. First, simple past. Simple past has two forms. The first use was or were. For the example, they weren't shameful. So, we use were to make question tag from negative to positive. So, it becomes were they? While simple past that use verb to in positive sentence, for the example, Jack came to a seminar. If the sentence use verb to, so your question tag using didn't. And if your sentence using didn't and verb 1, so you use did. Just like the information didn't help. Did it? Remember, you use the helping verb to make question and you also bring the subject of the sentence. Also, if your sentence or statement is positive, so your question tag will be negative. And in the past continuous, the helping verb is was or were. So you focus on was or were to make the question tag. And in past perfect, the helping verb is had. In the past perfect continuous too, you use had. How about making question tag for future tenses? That is super duper easy because all future tenses using will. So your question tag will be want or will. For example, the team will join a competition. Want it, or the last one, the future perfect, by 2021 I will not have finished my college. Tahun 2021, aku bakal belum selesai kuliah. So, because the statement is in negative, your question tag will be positive. Will I? Alright, I would like to remind you 3 things when you want to make question tag. First, don't forget to bring the subject of the sentence or the main sentence. The second, if your sentence or statement is positive, so your question tag will be negative. And if your main sentence is negative, your question tag will be positive. Don't forget to use the helping verb. You don't use the main verb, but you use helping verb. For the example, am, is, are, do or don't, does or doesn't, have or has, or did or didn't. Oh, one more, was or were, you can use them. And also for future tenses, you use will or won't. Now please pay attention to this one. Actually, you can see this one in your student's book, but let me discuss here. In English sentence, we don't always have subject that has structure with subject, verb, and object. But sometimes the sentence is just like, let's go. So we don't have subject. Nah, for a sentence just like let's go, our question tag is shall we, and we don't change into negative. And if your sentence or main sentence is like instruction atau nyuruh, wash your hands. So your question tag is will you. And if your sentence is don't touch your face, your question tag won't you. Kemudian ada beberapa sentences yang subjeknya itu nggak pakai I, you, we, they atau nama orang, tapi pakainya like somebody, someone, everybody, or everyone. Nah, kita menggunakan pronouns untuk question tag-nya menjadi they. Somebody, someone, everybody, and everyone, we use pronoun they. Just like everyone appreciated the event, didn't they? But if the subject in the sentence is like nothing, something, everything, use pronoun it. For the example, nothing has been this urgent. Gak ada yang sebelumnya yang se-urgency ini. So, our pronouns is it. Hasn't it? Next, our discussion is emphatic, atau yang artinya menegaskan. Misalnya, kamu tadi belanja, beneran? Iya, beneran, tadi gue tuh beneran belanja. Nah, beneran yang menegaskan di kalimat ini, we call it emphatic. Coba lihat contoh kalimat yang pertama. You do look well. Padahal bisa saja kita atau cukup saja kita bilang you look well, tapi karena kita pengen negesin kamu beneran loh kelihatan oke, jadi kita bilangnya you do look well. Nah, kalau di simple present dan subjeknya pakai he, biasanya kan verbnya pakai s atau is. Nah, kita nggak pakai is atau s, tapi kita tambahin pakai does. Does di sini untuk menegaskan dia mengendarai dengan ceroboh. So, he does drive carelessly. Enggak, he do drives carelessly. Kemudian kalau kalimatnya di simple past, contohnya she did come. Padahal biasanya kita cukup menggunakan verb to aja dari come, yaitu came. She came. Dia beneran datang. She did come. Lalu contoh berikutnya, lu dengerin gak sih? I did listen. Untuk menegaskan bahwa tadi tuh beneran memang ngedengerin. Jadi kita nggak pakai double simple past. Did itu kan bagian dari simple past. Jadi listennya udah nggak perlu lagi dijadiin verb to, karena sudah ada did. Yep, our next vocabulary is about artificial intelligence. By the way, what is artificial intelligence? Dari namanya aja artificial, berarti gak asli, tapi tetap intelligence. Means it is robot or machine that work or react just like human. Why there is artificial intelligence? Karena manusia itu bakal capek banget. Manusia itu pada dasarnya malas. Makanya dicarikan sebuah solusi supaya mereka tuh bisa lebih rileks, lebih santai, dan bisa mengerjakan pekerjaan yang lainnya. Gak harus mengerjain pekerjaan yang rumit-rumit. Pekerjaan yang rumit-rumit diserahkan kepada artificial intelligence. In our daily life, actually, we use many artificial intelligence products. For the example, we use Google, Grab, Gojek, Uber, mesin yang ngecek plagiarism, sama mesin di email kita yang mensortir atau menolak spam. That's part of artificial intelligence in our daily basis. After you see the vocabulary list, I would like to show some pictures and please guess which vocabulary that matches. First, like electricity that you can find in your home that makes your life really easier and more comfortable, of course. What is that? Keep that in your mind because you have to guess another 5 vocabularies. I think from the pictures and the location where those works are done, I think you know what this vocabulary is. This one is an activity that we want to learn about under the sea or space. Karena kalau kita pergi sendiri, pasti di kedalaman laut yang gelap sangat amat berbahaya dengan hewan laut yang buas dan juga bahaya bagi kesehatan manusia. So what is that for? And I think there are so many movies that talk about this kind of activity. Hello there, thank you for helping, thank you for cleaning, but you are not like me because I have heart and I have brain, but you have system that works for you. What are you? This one is hundreds or thousands of people who work in the same place and they do the same thing over and over from 8 to 5. That's pretty boring, I believe. What is the vocabulary for this one? Please find it out. This one is a vehicle atau kendaraan yang dioperasikan dari jarak jauh. Yep, because if human does that, it will affect in many because body is an asset. How about this one? Different places, different works to do. The last, how about this one? Tipe alat seperti ini tuh atau mesin seperti ini tuh punya sumbu sehingga dia tuh bisa bergerak, memutar, menjepit dan sebagainya. What is that in English? Please tell me. How many that you answered it right? Here are the answers. Articulated robot, housework or office work, remotely operated vehicle or ROV, repetitive jobs in factories, Mr. Robot on duty, sea exploration or space exploration. This one is a specific household task. And the last is appliance. That's all our discussion today about artificial intelligence and question tag. Hopefully you can understand. But if you haven't understood fully, you can ask me. You have got my phone number, right? And for part 1 until 5, you can do 3 numbers only for every part. I wish you good luck with your study. Keep up your motivation and see you next time.